Hello there, wonderful fellas. I'm so glad to have you with me today because we're going to be talking about earthly possessions. We're at the beginning of 2023, and that's why I thought it would be really fun to address this topic by first making a list of 23 things I'm intending not to be buying this year. But it turns out I have a lot to say about the topic, so I figured out it would be much funner to watch two parts rather than a list alone or just a 40 minutes rant about stuff. So welcome to part number 1, and we'll start with the first 13 things I'm intending not to be buying this year. Video games. I love video games, but I have the mind of a dragon that hoards gems and coins without any intention to use them. So I have dozens of awesome unplayed games, and as a somewhat of an obsessive person, when I play a game, I have to do every fucking side quest out there. So each game takes a lot of time. And I want to reset year and finish all the games I never got to play because I just kept accumulating more games and playing non-stop because I'm an addict. And also hopefully I'll be playing more this year, and hence maybe I'll be able to upload some video gaming content as I intended. Thing number 2 is cat toys. I'm not intending to buy cat toys this year, but please put your phone down, don't call the feline social services. I love my cats, but they love empty bags more than love toys. So buying them toys is pretty much throwing my money under the couch where they would be left until my lazy pets would have the energy or the motivation to move that couch and get those toys just to be played for 2 whole minutes before they end up under the couch forevermore. Organisers. I'm not an organized person. And I think the proof is that organizers, the things that are supposed to help you organize, become a whole new sort of clutter when I put my filthy, unorganized, chaotic hands on them. So yeah, I'm gonna skip those this year. Paper clips. Never in my life I had the thought that, oh wow, I could really use a paper clip right now. Although I had those cute penguin-shaped, pink, obnoxious paper clips for years, and I held on to them because they were cute, until finally I got to the conclusion I need to use my niece as a trash can. And I handed them over to her. I hope she uses them, or at least plays with them, because they're pink and penguin-shaped. Penguins! Moving on to thing number 5, and that's hair masks and hair conditioners. Those things do nothing for my hair living its best life when I live it as simple as shampooing it once or twice a week. So every time I'm investing money in one of those products, I feel like I'm literally spilling my money down the drain. Hand cream, eyes cream, pancreas cream, earlobe cream, you name the body part cream. No, we're not doing it this year, and I'll tell you why. It's just marketing. There is no clinical reason that your skin on hands needs a different lotion than the rest of your body. It's simply fancy marketing that got to us, and it's the way that the companies make you buy more products, and that means more buck for them, and that means less buck for you. You can have a generalized lotion or serum or different consistency of product with the same formulation of active ingredients that would do the same job for the fraction of the price, 99.9% of the time. Moving on to thing number 7, and that is wet cat food. Now, wet cat food is really bad for your feline dental health, so I'll opt for treats that are based on something else. And in my case, one of my cats has an autoimmune disease, which makes him more prone to dental issues in general. So I really try to avoid it, although I really want to spoil them with the most delicious treats. And if you know about things except dried snacks for cats, let me know. I would like to pamper my cats with some more stuff. And the thing number 8 on this list is window cleaning solution. Now, personally, I don't go licking my windows very often. And unless you do, I think we're in the same boat and your window doesn't need a sanitizing solution. So the store-bought thing has nothing to offer us, and we can simply clean our windows with simple vinegar and water. It's much better for the environment, it's much better for our pocket, and it's doing the same thing for our windows, so it's a win-win. Number 9 on this list is compost. I started to making my own compost, so I hope this year I won't need to buy any of the commercial compost. And if you don't know what compost is, it's taking your food scraps and other stuff that are organic matter and making them from trash into something that people would actually pay money for, which is fertilizers. And I think it's just awesome that trash can become like black gold. That's crazy. Number 10 on the list is a wallet. I'm very good at losing stuff, so having less stuff on me to lose is a very ADHD friendly thing. And thanks to the evolution of society that brought us to this day, where pretty much there's nothing my phone can't replace, starting from passcards to credit cards to anything else. I'm just so grateful society got us here. I lost like over 9,000 cards and not a single phone. Very ADHD friendly thing to do, not have a wallet. Number 11, a car. I actually couldn't finish my driving lessons because I get injured. But even if I had license at this moment, I would not be buying a car. First of all, it's very expensive and I'm broke. And secondly, cars need lots of maintenance and time and investment. And if you're not maintaining your car properly, you're not only putting yourself in danger, you're putting other people's life at risk. And I can't take this responsibility. I'm not a responsible person. I'm a very big toddler, alright? Like, no, not doing that, no car, not for me, too pricey, too scary, no. Thing number 12 is jewelry and accessories. I'm not anything, I don't need shiny things, no need. I'm just kidding. On a less bitter note, I'm actually completely envious of anyone who can put stuff on their skin without function and their body not going, this is overwhelming, get it off, get it off, get it off, get it off. I can't. So I have 0 pieces of jewelry. I either donated them or moved them along from the things I was gifted, and I would really actually rather spend the money we pay for shiny metals and crystallized minerals on things I could actually get more use of. Like a freaking microphone that would freakingly work with my freaking camera. People spend thousands of dollars on shiny metals that oxidize less. The last thing on today's list is highlighters, or also known as markers at other parts of the world. I had like a bazillion highlighters. But I love interaction came to an end when the Fire Nation attacked. No, I'm just kidding. I just realized that passive learning is crap for you. It's a waste of time. So marking things and color coding stuff, it's just not worth the time, and I had to go cold turkey and use my niece as a trash can again. So I gave her more than 100 bucks worth of stationery things. And also, it kind of had a little bit element of me hoping she won't get as obsessive as I got with stationery when she could afford working, because I think my obsession stemming from a deprived childhood, a stationaryless, sad, grey childhood without fancy stuff, only like, the basics of the basics, because my parents are too practical to let me enjoy sparkles. I love you. Oh my god, that was 13 things I'm not intending to be buying this year. And I want to emphasize the intention part, because that's not the same as saying I'm not going to buy those things this year, because I'm no fortune teller. And I can tell you, life happens. Like, life can hit you hard and you never know where it's coming from. In addition to that, I think that the rigidity of some movements is a way of gatekeeping. Let me elaborate. Now let me explain how I got to that assumption. A wonderful person talking about being a better planet Earth resident by caring for its environment. But instead of making me happy that somebody else cares, she left me feeling unsettled. And she stated with the most proudest of ways that she is going to sacrifice her comfort and her well-being while having a fire hazard in her house for months until she finds something to replace it from a second-hand shop, because she don't want to consume any more materials from Earth than necessary. And think about it. Think what would happen if that was the first video that someone ever came across about this topic. How would they feel? If that was the first video I would see about being environmentally conscious, I'd be, oh, fuck. I need to sacrifice my well-being in order to be part of the environmentally friendly movement. Why would I ever want to get into that? Like, why would I ever want to start a journey to make my life worse? I think we all can agree that planet Earth is important. But let me state the following: not at any cost. Let me give you a real-life example. If you're desperately depressed to the point you can't make yourself wash dishes, please, I beg you, don't skip your coffee if that makes you happy and can spark at least a tiny bit grain of hope and joy. If what it would cost you is using single-use cups, use the single-use cup, make your situation better. If you can, obviously opt for washing dishes, but this planet needs functional people to care for it. And if you need to be a little on the heavier side of consuming resources to be that functional person that could help Earth, then do that. Consuming earthly possessions in order to be that person is not a bad thing. You need to care for yourself before you care for the planet. And that rigid way of thinking just won't help anyone for anything. Being environmentally cautious and wanting to help Earth is not a war. It's not a competition. And it's not a religion. So don't do religious practices and don't do things just for the sake of doing, and don't sacrifice your well-being and your mental health, for Christ's sake, just to be a little bit more environmentally cautious, or for anything for that matter, because nothing can happen if you overwork yourself and overstress yourself and over anything yourself. Don't over it. Just don't. Take it much more easily. I promise you that small actions are accumulative. And if you're helping even a tiny bit over time, that's accumulative. And also across people, doing stuff is accumulative. Don't gatekeep people from trying to be better and tell them, hey, you need to sacrifice XYZ. No, it's fine. Do the smallest thing you can, and that's enough. And also, please, do your best. Don't beat yourself if your best at this moment in time is not your absolute best. It's fluctuating. If you're not the most environmentally cautious person at this point in time because you need to take care of yourself and drink from the single-use cup until you can actually go back and wash dishes, then do that and treat with everything else. This earth is obviously the most wonderful thing we have, but it's worth nothing if we don't have the wonderful residents of it enjoying it and living in it to their and its full potential. Thank you so much for watching the video until now, and thank you so much for caring. If you have something you're intending not to buy, please let me know in the comments. And if you like this video, maybe push the button somewhere there. I'm not sure where it's on the screen. And also, please consider subscribing so you can see the part 2 of this video. May all your wishes come true. Have a wonderful year, and cheers! This video, please push the bad button. Push that. Obviously pushed. I'm losing my mind. I forgot to eat dinner.